Welcome back, everyone, to Happy Hour FM, the one and only show where you're happy when you're listening to it on a shitty Monday evening. Welcome back. I'm here with my co-host, Laura. How you doing?
Hello. Good evening, everybody.
The weather is awful, isn't it?
Yes. I feel like you don't even have to live in Groningen or anywhere within the 100 kilometers around Groningen to realize
the
that
European Peninsula in general.
Yes.
Yeah. The theme of the week and of the month, I would say, is rain pants and ponchos and stepping off your bike to dress up like a explicit term. Not really. Well, today, Laura, what have we got prepared for the show?
We have something very special prepared. As always. I mean, every guest is a special guest, but this is a super special guest because this guest is our good friend Miriam.
We know her.
I feel so special right now.
How you doing, Miriam?
I'm great.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming, for biking through the monsoons that we have to deal with.
Yeah, you're asking for a lot.
I know I am.
Yeah.
Honestly, the studio is like 100 kilometers out of the city, and I think it's quite a high demand to get any guest here.
Oh, well, actually, speaking of the weather and such,
Yes.
I did almost crash 3 times this morning. And I did crash 2 times off my bike, which never happens.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What happened?
So first time I'm going through like this little path where there's footpath and also fietsen.
Yeah.
But then 2 people have like their dogs leashed off.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just like free roaming, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna slow down. And then I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go like a little bit off the track into the puddle. The puddle is way deeper than I thought. It was so bad. They asked me if I'm okay. I'm like, oh.
But how did you like actually fall off?
I
or?
fell. It like jumped kind of off.
Oh,
I was like down, and I couldn't bike anymore, and I had to like kind of like crash land. But luckily, I didn't fell.
Yeah, you just kind of like get your.
But I was a little bit like, okay, this is not nice.
Yeah.
And then I kept biking, and there was this turn, and I crashed into a woman because I didn't give a hand sign. That's on me. But she was on an e-bike, so she was ultra fast.
That happens.
And then she was really mad, and she fell way harder than me, which I'm sorry for.
Oh.
But she tried to overtake me in a crossing, so that's also not great. And I'm justifying myself here. And I felt really sorry, and there were like 2 people as well that came and helped her up, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
No, I mean,
accidents happen.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. So she was all right.
She seemed all right, but I mean, you never know with the adrenaline, because I was shaky afterwards, and I didn't fall hard.
Yeah.
And then I crashed almost this 3rd time.
But you didn't.
This weather is just so bad.
It incites madness because you see less, especially you're wearing headphones. I'm guilty of that.
I'm not wearing headphones. I'm usually pretty careful.
Yeah, I get you.
So,
but
only fools wear headphones.
I'm sorry, but sometimes you just don't see as well, and you just hit a poor bird.
I had no visibility.
No, I understand.
Did you hit a bird?
No, but also I haven't. But if you have glasses on, right?
Yeah.
If it's raining like crazy, your glasses just get covered and you see nothing. And we're both glasses wearers. I mean, not whatever.
And I was in the poncho explicit term, thing, not having a lot of like movement.
Yeah.
I couldn't even put my arm out properly if I wanted
That's
to.
fair. That's
fair enough.
Yeah.
You have low mobility.
Yeah,
right?
I have low visibility because like the poncho is cutting me off here on the sides, which I should.
It's cutting off your circulation. You're choking.
Yeah, I'm having a really rough time.
Well, so we got you on the show just to shoot the shit, listen to some music, but it's sort of a segue because you're from Germany, right?
No.
Sorry, but we're talking about biking, and I put it together. Like Germans often, when they bike, they often wear helmets and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And like vests, and that's I think because of regulation in Germany, right? In a lot of places, at least.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? You don't do that here, right?
No, but what Germans love above all is like rules.
Yeah.
So I don't think the vest thing is a thing, but it feels like a good rule to abide by.
I think I'm thinking of my back home, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a thing now. There's, I guess, more and more biking depending on like the city.
Yeah.
I bike to school sometimes. I also took the subway sometimes because I'm from Frankfurt. So it's a big city.
Did you really bike to school there?
Yeah, it was like 15 minutes. It was like 3 kilometers-ish.
Yeah.
But a lot more elevation. So on the way back, I had to cycle up a lot.
Oof.
Which, I never have that elevation anywhere here.
There is none.
Just doesn't
Elevation?
exist.
Who? I don't know.
I don't even know what a hill is anymore.
We only have wind, which is the Dutch hill.
Oh yeah,
Wind
that's
is
known as
brutal
the Dutch
sometimes.
hill.
difficult.
Yeah, I guess here in Groningen you have that one bridge by the station. That's like the one like challenge,
Yeah.
Go up or down it.
That's true, but I don't think it's that challenging.
Ah, damn.
Sorry.
You're so
It's also the one bridge that is gonna get removed for like the next 3 years, right?
Is it? I didn't know.
Henk Krolbrug.
I don't know.
That one is good. I mean, we've cycled over it.
Oh yeah, we've cycled over it.
Yes.
I used to live like beyond it, so I had to cycle it a bit.
Yeah, I think that's quite steep. I think
it's super.
Is that the one that I take? Is that like the Herenstraat one?
No, it's the one towards Don Vito's place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our good friend Don Vito. He's been on the show before 2 times actually.
Wow.
And maybe he'll be back on again. You know.
Well, there is a lot of new music to be shared.
No, we're not going there. Well, I say we take a. Speaking of music, we listen to some of the songs you've brought us, and we're gonna jump straight into the first one. This is a song called "Reality" by Grimes. Could you tell us why you chose this?
I think Grimes is just a musical inspiration for me. I liked her character back in the day. She gave really funny interviews, like really awkward, artsy girl that also was inspiring because she made a lot of music by herself, learned producing by herself, and I think that was in a time where that was not really done by women a lot. So
Fire.
That's why she's inspiring to me.
Well, we'll be right back after this song. See you in a second. Listening to Reality by Grimes, or the demo version of Reality by Grimes. I'm not really sure, but hey, my guest, Miriam Weigand, can help explain that for me. Are there like multiple versions of this song?
Yes, actually. There's also like the album version, which sounds a bit more polished, which you would expect probably.
How different is it really, like, beat-wise?
The intro is a little bit shorter, I feel like, and not as spaced out. And I feel like just generally the production on the demo one is a little bit more spaced out, reverby. It kind of captures that indie artist vibe a bit better.
This is just like
But she can
Nebraska.
produce also a bit better than this. So you can see if you listen to her discography that it gets like more professional over the years.
Yeah, that's cool. You could, I've of course known you for a while, and I know you've had a good insight into her like backlog and stuff.
There's so many crazy stories. She's quite a character. I mean, for those who don't know Grimes, maybe controversial, I might say, because she used to be together with Elon Musk and has 3 children with him. I think 1 or 2 of which are actually in vitro. Like, they had like a surrogate pregnancy.
Okay.
So, and they had really weird names for their children,
Right.
which also Elon and Grimes or Claire say different things about what the name actually is, like what the pronunciation of the name is.
Right.
So that's like X-12. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't know that.
It's a lot. To me, it sounds like a lot of rich people business.
To argue about your child's name pronunciation.
When it's like really odd.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're back here with Miriam Weigand on our little interview for the hour. We'll be off at 7, but while we're here, we'll chat, listen to music. And hey, if you want to send a question to our guest or to us lovely hosts, which includes me and
me.
You can text us at or WhatsApp us at 050-5715-815 or DM us on Instagram at happyhourfm. We're here live. Miriam, we learned a little bit about you, that you're German. You're from Frankfurt, and I think that's enough. Let's end the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I encapsulate it quite well.
It's all you talk about like all the time. No.
But we'll
it's
get
my only personality trait, really.
We'll get into like the sort of stuff you do now, or like the stuff you've done in the years until now. But first of all, how did you get to Groningen, right? It's a big theme of the show, how these people, a lot of internationals usually, how they end up finding this weird little city.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to study in English. And I think that was a big part that kind of inspired my decision. Because when you want to study in English, obviously you go to the Dutch-speaking country, the Netherlands.
Of course.
No, but the main reasoning was that, for instance, the UK and the US are both incredibly expensive for tuition fees. And I didn't really feel like at the time that I wanted to make such a huge investment.
Yeah, they are very
So I looked towards like neighboring countries because Germany doesn't have a lot of English-speaking programs. And I wanted to get like a good beheersing for the Engelse taal.
Of course. Wow.
Whoa.
As my Dutch.
I really wanted to leer Engels, you know.
End up learning Dutch instead.
This is in English?
This is what the Dutch people always complain about, you know. There's too many Dutch-speaking students.
Yeah, too many.
Yeah. No, and then I looked at Sweden and the Netherlands specifically, but I thought Sweden was a bit like, it didn't click as well with me.
Yeah.
So I was inscribed at Groningen.
Damn cold and dark places.
Yeah, but it was really cute because I came actually in the winter to visit the city with a good friend of mine, Milena.
Yeah.
And it was very, very cute, and we had a lot of like the street lights on and felt cozier than Sweden to me at least. And I checked out Malmö and Lund. And Lund is very similar, I think, in vibe, but a little bit smaller. But Malmö was not nice. And I got accepted in Malmö, but I didn't want to go there.
Oh, you did? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, as someone who did at least half a year in Uppsala, I have to say that Lund sucks.
Ooh, Lund slander.
Wow.
No, it's lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to mention you were in Sweden, Laura.
Yeah.
Do you think...
It's a cold and dark place.
Okay.
Like,
I was going to ask, like, what's a con, what's a pro? But yeah, we get it. All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for many people who studied in Sweden, like getting confronted with the darkness is quite an issue, I think.
Yeah.
It's like, of course, here it gets dark as well. We are now entering the winter time, daylight saving. But yeah, there is like a little bit extra still.
Yeah. About darkness, like just cycling to the studio when it's already getting dark, and I see like, because we go past Cernica and I see internationals and stuff, or what I assume to be whatever. I relate my own experience, and it's like, this must be. There's a lot of that, the winter depression that probably sets in and stuff. Throwing it to you, Miriam.
For sure.
How was that like? Maybe. I mean, also in Germany, it's not that different, right?
I think Frankfurt is still a bit like lower in latitude. So
That's true, it
I
is.
do think it stays lighter for a tiny bit longer, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I was also studying an Erasmus semester in Estonia, and there it went dark even quicker. So I think around 3 p.m. in the wintertime,
Yeah.
it was dark, and that was it gets harsher and harsher, I think.
Yeah, sometimes you can get unlucky and have like one course during the daylight time.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit, well, vitamin D is a myth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well just pass out while I'm walking. Yeah. So you came here, and what did you study?
I studied European languages and cultures.
Boo.
What is that?
It's an arts degree, so it's basically worthless.
I say boo because we all studied it, all three
Yeah.
of us. That's where we all met, and that's silly.
Yeah.
But you kind of majored in politics, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I studied politics and Russian at the time
Ooh.
as my language. And it was quite interesting. And I also did end up going and having an internship/traineeship actually in the European Parliament.
Yes, and that was in Brussels, right?
Yeah,
Fun.
it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
But I felt like at this point I had already achieved so much that I was a little bit tired of being still in a competitive environment. Maybe I'm telling that myself. But I did go to honors college.
Ooh.
And yeah, I think I was just a little bit like, I think I can be competitive, but I don't know if I want all my life to just be engulfed by politics and have
Yeah.
to constantly like compare myself and
Yeah.
compete for like these prestigious positions.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I do think there's like really fun and cool work in that, but I found it really tough. And plus, I think a big restriction on politics is that it's very location based.
True. So would,
Brussels. Yeah.
would
Yeah,
you-
there's not a lot of like places where you can do it, and I didn't really click with Brussels all that much. I thought it was really strange how there's like all these different worlds living side by side, because within the sphere of like European politics, there's like the phrase EU bubble, which especially applies to like certain quarters of Brussels where there's like the European institutions.
Yeah.
And you can feel that you're just going from a like super corporate politics setting all of a sudden to like a quarter, which I mean managed by Belgium, so it's maybe sometimes sub-ideal. And Brussels also, I don't know, but like it was so strange and so such many different layers of the city where you could see also management, like city management not working and like buildings just being abandoned. I found it kind of like, maybe it's because from Groningen everything is like nice and cozy and works.
Yeah.
And then when you go back to like the big city life, because I see this also in Frankfurt and London a little bit, and then you see where there's like the problem quarters and people are suffering-ish. Like it's not like bad, right? But there's mismanagement. It's not always working.
Yeah,
perfectly.
I get what you mean. Like, I think every city will have bad parts, quotation marks, but like Groningen is just not big enough, you know?
Yeah.
And like,
I mean, people say like, oh, Vinky is bad or Paddepoel is
it does happen, of
bad,
course.
but
That stuff happens.
I
but
mean, yeah.
And I think it does not compare to any big city
No.
whatsoever.
No.
I mean, it's
not
like a
enough.
luxury problem, right? It's
Yeah, it
like
really is.
still-
Yeah.
No, we're cool too. We're big enough to have bad places.
Great point. Yeah, you had a similar experience, right, with an internship in politics,
Yeah,
right, Laura?
same. I mean, I guess we make a lot of fun also amongst our friend group about the study that we've done, and we all ended up doing something else,
Of course.
which is totally fair. I think for a lot of studies within Groningen and the university, you learn skills that are more soft skills rather than like you're actually learning for one particular job.
Yeah.
But I do think, at least in the politics side of things, there's definitely possible to find a job in that field.
Sure, probably.
But my experience was quite similar to that of Miriam's. The competitive aspect of Brussels, and then especially the political side.
There's like a level of disillusionment, whatever that word is, disillusionment.
Yeah, I do think so.
kind of
Yeah,
Dealing with it, yeah.
I mean, it's definitely like it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Of course, it just wasn't for me, and apparently it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
I also think that maybe like personal experiences tied into it, because I did have an experience where one of the trainees that I was with started ignoring me throughout the traineeship, and that just felt really uncomfortable because we were kind of like in the same team of like foreign advisory thingies, so we wouldn't directly work with each other, but we would hang out sometimes as a group. And I was just like felt really off because she stopped like saying hi to me, and it was like really weird bullying type of stuff.
Awful.
And apart from that, there were so many interesting people also, but I just felt a major amount of imposter syndrome, I think, of finding myself with all these interesting people there was another trainee called Helen, and she was so knowledgeable about US politics. She was American, but like still. And and then I felt just really impressed, and I feel like I couldn't contribute as much to discussions like outside of work. And I was like, is this really for me?
Right. So how did you deal with that feeling of imposter syndrome? Because I think it's a very relatable thing for a lot of people, early 20s, figuring shit out, right? Yeah. What did you do?
Well, I guess I decided that maybe I came back to Groningen because at that time my ex was like living here still, and it was like half a year away, and we made it work during that time. But after that, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Plus, it was only my bachelor's. A lot of people only start working in Brussels when they have their master's. So I would have needed to kind of get a master's anyways. And I was looking at degrees, possibly one also in the Czech Republic that was really attractive and would have offered like a stipend as well, like if I would have gotten it. But since I did land the traineeship, I felt like I had high chances for these like prestigious programs. But I ended up working in customer service because I was like, I just want to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
And I ended up working part-time and just living together with my ex at the time. And seeing the city from a little bit of a newer perspective, because before that I was here as a student, and now I was like in the workforce.
That's a big shift.
It's a bit strange. Yeah. And I think it taught me a lot about like how office life goes. So that was a different feeling of like seeing the corporate life and the types of position and jobs that are there versus politics.
Yeah.
I guess that was interesting. So I felt like, okay, maybe I could just do like a normal standard job. Yeah.
Yeah. And you've since moved on from the customer service job there.
Yes.
When did you start that? Was it 2 years ago or something?
Maybe
3 years ago?
Maybe 3 years ago by now.
Time flies.
Yeah.
All right, but you had it was a pretty central, well, it was not too central, I guess, but it was by that, whatever. Do you want to name drop the, no need to. But you moved on from that, and now you two actually work together, which is quite fun.
Colleagues.
Yeah.
Which is really fun, I think. Yeah. Man, it does make it more difficult that if we hang out outside of work, to not talk about work. I do feel like I want to avoid the topic.
Yeah, I get
as
that
much
as
as possible.
I don't want to think about work when I'm not working.
Crazy.
Dude,
it's
totally fair.
But no, fair.
Yeah, and sometimes you need to vent, and I think it can be nice to have somebody to vent to.
Yeah.
I also vent a lot to my partner. But
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you miss most about being a student?
I think the time, the flexibility.
I know, right?
Like looking back, I'm like, I had so much time, and even though you had a lot of assignments or deadlines, I think it doesn't compare to the rigidity of a job, kind of.
Of course, it probably also depends per workplace, but I think the majority of jobs still require you to be in the same place for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Even if as a student, you can also be busy, of course. You can be swamped, especially during exam period. Hang in there, guys, if you're listening and still studying.
It's right now, actually.
The flexibility, I think, is a really big change.
Absolutely. Well, speaking about time, student time and all that, I know you did a lot of stuff with music, a lot of stuff with visual arts, and also, I mean, recently I want to touch on your whole yoga thing, because that's a pretty sick story. But first, we're going to listen to another song. This song is called Bunny is a Rider by Caroline Polachek. Any reason you chose it?
I like women who make pop music.
Hell yeah. I knew that was the theme of all the songs you chose.
But cool pop music.
Nah, for real. This song is sick. All the artists are sick. We'll be right back with us.
Bunny is a rider, saddle I can find her. No sympathy, ain't nothing for free. Bunny is a rider, saddle I can find her. No sympathy, ain't nothing for free. Bunny is a rider, no sympathy, ain't nothing. Bunny is a rider, saddle I can find her. No sympathy, but I'm so non-physical. I do feel like a lady. I do, fireworks blazing. I do, heart isn't breaking. I do, but don't drop my name. Bunny is a rider, saddle I can find her. No sympathy, ain't nothing for free. Bunny is a rider, giddy up, can't find it. No sympathy, ain't nothing for free. Dirty like a birthday, tryna wet that palette. Can you cut that dry, crush that rag, run down to on A1 on a Thursday, tryna go ask Alice, tryna catch that rabbit, but I'm so non-physical. I do feel like a lady. I do fireworks blazing. I do heart isn't breaking. I do but don't drop my name. Funny you're the rider. Can't find her. Ain't not that. Funny you're the rider. Can't find her. Yeah, I'm so non-physical. I do feel like the lady. I do fireworks blazing. I do heart isn't breaking. I do but don't drop my name. Funny you're the rider. Can't find her. Ain't not that. Funny you're the rider. Can't find her. Ain't not that. Funny you're the rider.
You're listening to Bunny is a Rider by Caroline Polchek, and this is Happy Hour FM. We're here having a lovely little interview with Miriam Weigand, a friend of the show, friend of ours, and we're talking about all stuff, student life, politics being disappointing, and other such lovely topics. But now we're going on to music. Ooh!
Ooh.
Miriam, you're a
Musician? Yeah.
Oh, that's the word. You have a long history of doing stuff with music and
very
visual arts and other stuff like that.
Yep.
Would you like to give yourself like a summary or a label?
A summary or label? Oh gosh.
An artist.
Yeah, I mean, I've been always
Visionary.
very into singing, to kind of specify a little bit more my affection with music.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I had different phases where I was trying out different things. I started playing violin when I was 4 years old. Also
Right,
joined
yeah.
a choir quite young. Also quite prestigious choirs, at least like in the church choir that I sang for several years. We received vocal training, which
Cool.
was very nice because we didn't pay for it at all. And also we sang for the Queen and Angela Merkel.
Whoa!
Yeah, I sang for the Queen when she was alive. So that's really cool.
I hope, yeah.
And it gave me like a little bit of a foundation of like classical
That
singing.
is sick,
and
though.
also I found out that I can actually sing really high with the music coach kind of. Because
Yeah.
we did voice training. I was like,
Nice.
oh, I can sing like the opera stuff if I wanted to. It's a very different style from singing because I was used to singing rock music in my free time. At that point I was like in my teens and I dropped the violin for guitar and to join like bands and so on. And I gravitated most towards rock music at the time. So I was like very forcing my voice and kind of very restricted in the vocal box. But when you're singing very high, you have to actually let go of all of that and be very light
Yeah.
with
Oh,
that.
interesting.
You can't really squeeze in the same way that you need to do when you're like putting on a rock voice, I think.
Oh. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I've never sang professionally. This is all news for me.
I wouldn't say like super professionally, but yeah.
Yeah. What did you sing for the Queen?
Oh, I don't even know anymore.
Some church choir.
Something churchy.
Yeah, but I
Nice.
had like a badge. I had a badge, and I think my mom still has it. Like,
Ooh.
That just says sang for the Queen.
no, but like to get into like the venue and
that's
be
cool.
able to like move around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You say
sang.
that's a career highlight.
No. I think actually because I've always been short, and at that point I was like one of the more experienced girls in the choir, so I was like with the older girls,
Yeah.
and they put me all the way up, but I couldn't see anything because
Oh,
I was
wow.
small.
No.
So because I was standing with the other older girls,
Yeah.
but I was just too short to like really see over the younger girls.
Oh.
I had no chance of actually, like I barely saw the Queen. I saw like the hat, you know, like the hat passing by. Yeah. That was great.
So unfortunate. Feels like the you know, in Monsters Inc. when Mike Wazowski gets covered by the logo.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm not comparing you to Mike Wazowski.
Oh, yeah, you
He
are.
sings beautifully too, though.
Okay, thanks.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but so you moved on from that to rock. What sort of rock music? We got to get examples.
Oh, like Muse or Foo Fighters I was doing. I also sang an Iron Maiden song, like The Trooper.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
You sang that.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Very fun. I also had different phases. I also made more pop music. I got into production, like music production, with like software, so to kind of just record stuff, but not only record, but also use synthesizers and effects and make the drum loops and put vocal effects on my voice. And I thought that was really, really fun. We had challenges as friends also, like with Justin and me, where we would kind of decide on a theme and would make like a little 1-minute song. Those were really
Those
fun
were really
periods.
fun. We got to do those again.
Yeah. One of the gifts when I was in Estonia for my birthday was actually also a course from Andrew Huang, which is like a music producer.
Yeah.
And that was really cool, and I dove into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was like some online course. Like
And that was really, really nice.
Yeah.
I was very happy about that gift.
Because it was like just about to start, right?
Yeah.
And we timed pretty well.
Yeah. I think that's a very difficult gift to give.
Yeah.
It's
if it's really
risky.
live, yeah.
And it's also not super cheap, I guess.
No, I think that was like one of the first times we pulled together with like friends to like get something.
Yeah.
big.
But I think you also pulled together friends from Germany that I had.
Yeah.
Like,
Because I remember somehow I got their contacts through some maybe group chat, and we organized it. It was
it
pretty
was
sick.
very nice.
Would you recommend such a course for people who, like you, want to do more with their singing, maybe some producing?
There's a lot of
useful?
courses out there. I think if it's by someone that you already, because there's so many resources, that you already like the videos of or the content that they make, I think it can be worth it to invest and also give back, because I think the advertising money that these people get is not very high. So usually main revenue for, and I'm not saying buy an online course, right? Because it really depends on the topic, and there's a lot of people trying to sell you courses you don't need.
There are a lot of grifters out there.
Yeah. So I think if it's for like a specific hobby, it can make sense.
Yeah.
And it gave me also, because it was interactive and it was time-based, it gave me a little bit of a challenge and a schedule and to share with other people. I was in this like Discord online chat where we would exchange songs based on the challenges that we were doing, because every day there was like a new thing coming out, so it felt more engaging than just like a random online course where you do it at your own pace. And I think that's what I liked about it.
I would like to touch on that, because I know pressure in a lot of different ways can be good or bad, right? I think for myself, pressure has been good for learning stuff.
Yep.
You had pressure in a course and you feel like you progressed, right?
Yeah.
We had maybe had pressure when we did our little song challenges, because we're like, hey, we're looking at each other's work. And then you had maybe had pressure when, for example, we were in a band together, right? Or you had some other type of, I don't know, solo projects or whatever.
For sure.
What would you say works best for you in terms of, I don't know, creative output?
Ooh, creative output. I think it's difficult because creative things feel like maybe they're different from other things, which in the end might be like a bit of a fallacy that we treat that as like a separate thing on a pedestal that isn't related to discipline or just hard work where you just grind through it sometimes. Because that's the same thing that you do with other things work related. And art, like everything, is just a craft at the end of the day. So I do think that pressure can be a good thing, especially for me, because I feel like outside of that, I'm not very intrinsically motivated. Like I have goals, obviously, but it's tough for me to just say, it's easy for me to say, oh, I want to do this as my goal, but then there's no consequence if I don't do that. So
Right. Yeah.
doing it in a university course or as a challenge between friends makes it so much easier for me.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I would say that, at least.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, it also helps if motivation. If your friends are also there and you're going through it together.
Yeah, it gives you a sense of accountability.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Whether it's like making songs or going to the gym, you know.
Honestly, I think it's good advice for like, I would say students, because their brains are developing. In general, you know, like stick together with people that are like better than you in different ways, and like use that to make yourself better. You know, that's what I would say.
Oh.
Go to the gym with people who are stronger than you, so you can get stronger, or sing with people who can sing better than you, so you can sing better.
Well, I don't necessarily think it has to be better, even if you have a shared goal
Absolutely,
with a friend of you.
Yeah.
Motivating each other is very important, I think.
I agree.
You can elevate each other. Absolutely. Yeah. Cool. Well, we have quite a few questions from people actually related to some music stuff. For example, a question just came in from our favorite trucker, Benz, who maybe he'll text us later which country he's in right now in Europe or in South America, I don't know. What's your favorite song to sing and how was it to learn it?
Oh, I think what came up right away, because I recently sang it again, is The Handler. I think that one is quite fun and I sing it well. So like regarding rock songs, Muse, that is one that I feel like got down pretty well and is really fun to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has like some high notes, it has like some rockier parts again where the voice gets better. But what's his name? Matthew Bellamy.
Yeah.
He has a very good voice for a female rock singer because he does a lot of falsetto, so like higher notes.
Yeah.
Which makes it a lot easier for me to do it and sing it well because it's already more my voice range.
Right, yeah.
So
The Handler is a sick choice.
Yeah.
That one always went over well. That one hits hard.
Yeah.
Maybe we could put it on after this section. Well, I mean, we are a radio station. Here's an unrelated question. What's your opinion on the concept of Dutch cuisine? Considering that we're eating Dutch snacks right now.
I have an opinion on it, which is kind of like, I see it in two categories. It's either boiled to death or it's fried. And if you're really smart, you can combine the both and you can boil it really hard and then you can fry it.
Hey.
Like eierbal or croquette. I don't know.
Delicious. Yeah, it's
Well, what is a frying rather than like boiling really hard in
oil
instead of water?
Same concept,
Right.
different application.
Just
It's
dump
great.
something and
Yeah.
liquid and something edible comes out, hopefully,
Yeah.
potentially.
But I feel like most Dutch people's moms, whenever I hear of their cooking, it's always just like, oh yeah, and then she boils the broccoli and it's like really, really soggy and doesn't have any color. And the mashed potatoes is just mashed so hard. They've been like boiling for hours. I'm sorry. That's supposed to be a slide,
Insulting
but
all
it's...
Dutch mums out there.
moms.
What about the dads? They can't even cook.
They can't even cook.
All they do is go to the kapsalon. What's that about?
Don't go to the kapsalon.
What?
Get a kapsalon.
Oh, sorry. They get a haircut.
Oh, there was a knock on the door. Someone wants to kill us.
Sorry. Enemies, not friends.
Kapsalon. I haven't had a kapsalon in a long time. Some more questions. Back to music. That was a tangent. What's the favorite song you've put out on streaming?
I think for us, for Glue. So
Just you. What's your favorite? What's your favorite?
Tired Eyes, maybe.
Tired Eyes is cool.
I guess I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually
Nice.
it's been played on the show before when I wasn't here, which is fun.
Wow.
Co-hosts played it at the time.
That's crazy.
Tired Eyes is a cute song. Yeah, absolutely. You do some really nice singing on that.
Yeah, it's very floaty, very airy, kind of like the art pop music that I like and that I appreciate a lot of.
Kind of a departure of the rock genre.
Yeah, but I think I still like both. Yeah, but it's a lot softer. The voice is indeed very airy and not harsh.
Yeah. We'll just put it on the background because it's good background music, I think. What's your most memorable music performance or moment during a performance here in the city?
During a performance, well, I try to look a lot at other performers as well and how they do stuff. And there was this one thing that somebody did once during a rock or punk show where they just actually walked into the crowd and started like singing like next to people. And I think crowd work is such an underestimated thing of performances.
Yeah.
Especially when you do more rock, punk, metal music, where there is a lot more spirit, there's a lot more freedom in that genre already. So I tried to copy that, and it was really, really fun. And I think the crowd didn't really expect it, so they were like, "Oh, what the fuck should we do now?"
Yeah.
But it's kind of, I think it gives for a more impressionable show as well.
Yeah.
Because if I think back of the shows that I really enjoy, it's not just the music that's good; it's also the crowd work that's incredible.
Yeah. So good interaction and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember that you walked right in there
Yeah,
and you were gone.
and I didn't come back.
And then I had to pick up the vocals from then on, and it was
wasn't the same.
Show got
Very
even better.
memorable.
Goodness, that is a good moment. Yeah, good choice to do that. Favorite concert you've seen?
Saya Gray.
Saya
think
Gray.
I really remember that one quite dearly.
Yeah.
Perfect segue, but that is an example of incredible crowd work, and I think she's having a tour right now. She might still be going to Amsterdam. I'm not sure if that's
Well, then you're
past.
going to Amsterdam.
I
We
wish,
all are.
but it's a weekday.
It's like on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
The working life.
Yeah, the working life. Well, we're going to listen to Shell of a Man by Sia Gray, and we'll be right back on Happy Hour FM. See ya.
Call me rude and I'll show you. If you don't like me now, you're gonna hate me later. Speak now, I'll forever hold your peace. You're gonna hate me later. Speak now, I'll forever hold your peace. Simple gossip keeps the young man at ease. I know your kind, I know the webs that you weave. How do I get past the past? I'm still hung up on cobwebs. I lasted this long in a paper house. But me will kicking when I hit the ground. Oh, how do I get past the past? I'm still hung up on cobwebs, saying I can't go back to that. No, I'm gonna leave you so quick. I can't go back to that. No, now. Song about you and your voodoo doll fetish. There's a difference in visiting a memory and living in the past. I've lasted this long as a rubber ball. You pick me up and throw me up against the wall. How do I get past the past? I'm still hung up on cobwebs and I can't go back to that. No, I'm gonna leave you so quick. I can't go back to that. No, still hung up on cobwebs and I can't go back to that. No, I'm gonna leave you so quick. I can't go back to that. No, no. Uninvite the guests. I wanna call it up, call you out, call me rude, and I'll show you. Now if you don't like me now, you're gonna hate me later. Speak now, I'll forever hold your peace. You're gonna hate me later. Speak now, I'll forever hold your peace.
Welcome back to Happy Hour FM. That was the song Shell of a Man by Sia Gray. Really lovely, you know?
Yeah.
Is all her music like that?
No, I think she's quite versatile as an artist.
Yeah.
I feel like this one has a little bit of a whimsical country feel to it.
Yeah. Little
but-
hoot and hollering.
Yeah, I feel like she kind of falls into the category of like art pop, where like Kate Bush or Grimes or other people like kind of pushes the boundaries of pop music a little bit.
Yeah, Kate
but I
Bush
still
is
find it quite catchy, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I personally see it as pop.
Kate Bush is a good pull for describing that. I totally see that.
Yeah.
The whimsy of
Björk as
Wuthering
well.
Heights.
Björk.
Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights, yeah.
Wuthering Heights, yeah.
It's me, I'm Kathy. Wait, what's...
Yeah.
I've come home. Hold on. Heathcliff, it's me, it's... Wait, hold on.
Kathy.
Kathy is her name, right?
Yeah.
So her name is Kathy.
Catherine.
Cathedral.
Roman cathedral.
What are we talking about?
When looking at the You May Also Like section on Spotify, based on which songs you chose for today's show, and we haven't heard all of them yet,
Yeah.
here are the following genres or suggestions that popped up for the You May Also Like. Which would you say best describes you, and why? Is it A, ethereal, B, best of indie, C, rarities, or D, hyperpop?
Oh. Okay, I think I would go with the first one.
Ethereal?
Ethereal is
Yeah.
just something that I love in art and in everything. So like anything in music or visual art, that is whimsical and kind of gives like that feeling of otherworldliness and magic in a very beautiful way, like in a very aesthetic packaged way, I would say, appeals to me a lot. And I think that's kind of why I pivoted from rock music to this softer music sometimes, although Saya Gray also has harsher songs, for instance.
Sure.
Is kind of that magic that I see in it.
Yeah, it really, it's something that helps you like reflect and just transcend.
I wouldn't say reflect.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's more of an aesthetic pleasure than it is like that
Okay,
it's like
it
a
helps me
spiritual
reflect.
or philosophical endeavor.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
But it's hard. Maybe it's a hard feeling to explain, but it's
It's like
ethereal.
being a little fairy in a forest.
It's like being a little fairy.
Yeah,
Would you
and I
s-
like that feeling conveyed in music.
I totally understand. I mean, we got to do more Glue stuff. If you listen to any of those songs, it sounds like you're like a fairy in
exactly.
a forest.
That's,
If this is a fairy in the forest, how would you describe rock music? What is rummaging around in the forest?
I think like a goblin at camp.
Goblin at camp.
Dancing
Goblin
around
camp.
campfire, there's like a roast on, and they're dancing, they're like preparing for like a feast.
Yeah.
They just had an amazing slaughter, and they won a battle, and rock music's playing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great energy, it's high energy. Yeah,
And
that's a little bit more the goblins.
and what would metal be?
Oh, that's the orcs.
Oh, we went from fairies
That's the
to
actual bad
goblins
guys. No.
Dude, I'm so glad I'm listening to Lord of the Rings again. I understand all of these references.
Yeah.
Would you say that singing to the Queen's Hat was ethereal?
Yeah. I think classical music can be very ethereal.
Totally.
I think also especially by a good choir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was such a satisfying feeling sometimes. The main reason I left is because I'm not Christian. And it was a Christian choir. And I felt at some point a little bit weird being surrounded by a bunch of devout Christians, which
Fair enough.
I very respect, and I love the art and the music. And I felt just a bit strange singing, I believe in God, glory to God. And at some point it just felt a little bit wrong. Even though I liked being in the choir, I was not, the cognitive dissonance was catching up to me.
Right.
No,
Even though
fair
I
enough.
loved the music.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
I know that, for instance, like people who've been Christian before, for instance, and really went into the church life and singing together all these ancient songs, and then afterwards left the church. Sometimes there are these groups of like former Christians who still perform like Christian songs because they just like the vibe. So I can definitely understand. Also, just singing together in a group is something very powerful. Especially, like, I mean, you also get this feeling when you're at a concert, right? Or at even a football match, singing together with people. I think it's very powerful.
Yeah, it's very moving.
Yeah.
It gives me goosebumps sometimes. It can even move me to tears if I see like a event of people coming together and kind of sharing that humanity.
Yeah, it's just something everybody's doing at the exact same time.
Yeah.
There's power in that many
Yeah, and I think
voices.
music especially has the power to kind of touch us in that way.
Absolutely. When Laura and I went to see the Noord-Nederlands Orkest, who were interviewed for the video game show that they were doing on this show. They didn't play on this, whatever. Saskia Peters came on the show and she talked about her violin work and whatever. Anyway, when we saw it live, I cried. That was amazing. That was so good. They played Super Mario Galaxy music with an
that's so
orchestra
cool.
and a choir, and I was just like, this is, I want to be
beautiful.
a child again, and I'm crying. It's so good.
Power of music.
The power of music.
Whoa.
Yeah. Mary, we're reaching the end of the show. We barely have time. We will listen to the last song. But first, I want to touch on the fact that you also do visual art, because that's super cool, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything that's like you have out there much.
Not really. I think I have a weird relationship with social media where I feel like I need to be better at the thing that I'm doing and I can't put out stuff that is just there. And yeah, that's kind of why I'm
getcha.
into oil painting at the moment, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to get better at that.
Yeah.
But what I try to do the most, instead of like showing, because that puts pressure on me for my perfectionism and all of that, is just going back to the enjoyment of doing it, kind of like that childlike joy where you don't think about the evaluation of like, is this good? Is this anatomically correct? Is the technique good? Is the concept inspiring? It's just about the fun that you have while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Because if you go back to that step, I think you can pick up a lot of hobbies again and passions again, because sometimes we set the stakes too high.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
It's very important to just have fun with it. Absolutely. And besides that, you like to play D&D, I've heard.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
We're all big D&D fans, and we, of course, friends of the show, Pub Heroes, who would love to get back on for something.
They keep begging us to.
They keep begging us to play. You can check them out at the forum. They always play. It's super cool. Do you have any wise words of wisdom for like people who have never played D&D or think that it's a waste of time or something?
Oh. Well, I think it's a great way to just have some fun with your friends and roleplay a little bit. Like, be a person outside of yourself.
Yeah, I like you had like a little hesitation saying roleplay, and I think that's like the point where it's like it's like a little. If you don't do it, it's a little embarrassing. Where you think about it, like I'm going to pretend to be a goblin or something. But
it can be a hurdle. Yeah,
it can be a hurdle, but I think that's a hurdle worth jumping over, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, we're going to listen to the last song you have, and we'll come back just to say goodbye. Maybe throw a thumbs up to Bali or whatever. And this is iPod Touch by Nina Girachi, who is an Australian producer, I found out. That's cool.
Yeah.
Not Japanese.
Nope.
You would think. Or half Japanese or something. Anyway, this is iPod Touch. We'll be right back. Enjoy. Listening to Happy Hour FM. That was iPod Touch by Nina Girachi, which I'm thinking now is a reference to Pokemon. Am I right?
I think so, yeah.
Damn.
She's very online.
I've got my fact checker right here, Miriam Weigand. At the very end of our show, where we interviewed her, talked about music and such. Thank you for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's been fun. It went by way faster than we thought. Do you have any words of wisdom for the people in the city?
Just be safe on the bike. Don't listen to this when you're on the bike.
It's very full circle. I like that.
Yeah, I'm concerned. I have 25 minutes cycling back.
25 minutes? Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's quite a cycle. So
at least it's fresh out.
Yeah.
At least you have the wind in the back this time.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And I hope you do too, the listener.
That's so beautiful. That feels like an ancient Chinese proverb.
May you never have headwind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never have headwind. May the wind always blow you in the back. That doesn't work.
Never mind.
Anyway, we'll be back next week with something else, some other people, as always. And thanks for listening. This is so dramatic. This sounds like the same song. Right?
It's a natural flow.
No,
What do you mean?
It's a good album full of a lot of good transitions.
No, I love
songs,
this.
so-
I love this album. It's
Very
called
hyper.
I Love My Computer.
Yeah.
It's really good. All right. Have a good evening.
Yeah.
Stay,
Bye-bye.
stay dry. Bye-bye.